Right last but very definitely not least, mae gennym ni Sian Rogers a Megan Ellis. So, mae nhw yma I siarad. They're here to talk about the opportunities the Urdd gives young people to use and develop their Welsh. And they'll also talk about the Cymraeg Bob Dydd scheme that they run, the incidental Welsh or the everyday Welsh. So, Sian Rogers, to start with, she said, cut it right down if you're trying to save on time. So, Sian is the North and Mid Wales Director for Urdd Gobaith Cymru and has been since 2010. Sian is responsible for the strategic direction of the Urdd movement across 7 counties, as well as evaluating the effect that the work has on young people and the Welsh language. She facilitates and ensures that young people have a voice. Iawn, dyna ydy'r Urdd, wrth gwrs, ynde. Wedyn, mae yna ferch ifanc o hen golwyn, Megan Elias. Now, nes I gwrdd â Megan gynta when she was competing for the Learner of the Year award. And guess what? Nath I ennill, she won yn do. So she won the Learner's Medal at the Flint National Eisteddfod in 2016. A dwi'n gwybod newch chi gytuno, mae stori Megan yn ysbrydoliaeth. It really is an inspiring story about what kind of inspired Megan I ddysgu Cymraeg. And she was made to work for the Urdd, honestly rwan. Ond geith Megan ddeud mwy wrthych chi. Felly, rhowch groeso cynnes iawn I Sian Rogers a Megan Elias.
Diolch, Nia. Falch iawn o gwybod yma heddiw. Dwi'n mynd I gychwyn yn Gymraeg a wedyn byddai'n mynd ymlaen i'r Saesneg. Dwi wedi torri'n nghyflwyniad reit lawr, ond dwi wedi cael ar ddall bod y sleids yn mynd I gael ei gyrru allan, so os yna rhywun eisiau gweld pob dim, bydden nhw yn cael ei gyrru allan ar e-bost I chi. Ond mae'r Urdd yma'n amlwg I sicrhau cyfle trwy gyfrwng y Gymraeg, I holl ieuenctid Cymru, I ddatblygu'n unigolion adeiladol yn y gymdeithas. Da ni yma maron ar ochr ysgol, da ni yma I sicrhau bod eich plant pobl ifanc chi yn cael profiadau byw trwy gyfrwng y Gymraeg. A dwi'n bod hynny'r un mor bwysig wrth ni drio cyrraedd yr miliwn o siaradwyr erbyn 2050. Yn bersonol, dwi'n gweithio ar yr ochr strategol. Dwi'n gweithio hefo pob awdurdod lleol, yr adran addysg, adrannau ieuenctid, I sicrhau fy'n y gyfle o fewn ysgolion ac hefyd tu allan i'r ysgol I datblygu'r Gymraeg ac I bobl ifanc ddefnyddio'r Gymraeg. A Cymraeg Bob Dydd oedd un o'r cynlluniau nath y Llywodraeth ddod ato ni a dweud, rhaid, da ni eisiau i'r Urdd redeg cynllun ar gyfer dysgwyr yn benodol. Mae lot yn chi sydd wedi bod mewn ysgolion ysgolion uwchradd yn gwybod am PCAI, sef prosiect cefnogi arferion iaith. O'r un math o brosiect ydi o, ond ar gyfer yr ysgolion ail iaith, y cyfrwng Saesneg. A be da ni wedi gwneud, nath o gychwyn yn 6 mlynedd yn ôl. Ac oedden ni'n gweithio efo 5 ysgol trwy Gymru. Erbyn hyn, da ni'n gweithio efo 40 ysgol trwy Gymru. 2 aelod o staff ac 1 yn cefnogi rhywfaint ar y gweithgareddau. Yn amlwg, mae gen yr Urdd staff ar lawr gwlad sy'n gallu cefnogi chi yn yr ysgolion o ddydd I ddydd. Mae yna rhyw 1 neu 2 o staff ym mhob rhanbarth. Os ydych chi eisiau manylion, please cysylltwch efo fi. Mae'r Urdd yn fwy na steddfod yr Urdd. Hwna ydy'n ffenestr siop ni, ia. Da ni'n fwy na chwaraeon. Mae gennym ni gwersylloedd yr Urdd yn amlwg sy'n gyfleoedd gwych i'ch plant, bobl ifanc chi fynd I gael eu trochi o fewn y Gymraeg. Ond hefyd, mae'r adran ni, sef yr adran ieuenctid a chymunedol, yn adran bwysig I roi profiadau bob dydd i'ch plant a bobl ifanc chi. A dyna sut ddoth Megan I ddysgu Cymraeg fwy yn dilyn I hanes yn ysgol Eirias. Ond mae Megan yn mynd I siarad fy chi fewn 2 munud. Felly, wedi mynd trwy hwn, a chi'n gallu gweld ond y lot o bethau ar y feddau. Ond Cymraeg Bob Dydd, cynnig cyfleoedd ddisgyblion ddefnyddio'u Cymraeg tu allan i'r dosbarth, 15 ysgol yn y gogledd ar hyn o bryd, a mae yna 2 elfen i'r prosiect, sef da ni'n mynd mewn i'r ysgolion ac yn cefnogi gweithgareddau bob dydd. Da ni'n gwneud clybiau amser cinio fatha oedd Helen yn siarad am yn St Joseph's. Mae yna nifer o bethau eraill yn mynd ymlaen. Ond hefyd mae yna 4 cwrs preswyl y flwyddyn ac uwchradd ydy hyn. A mae hwnna'n agored I bob ysgol yng Nghymru. So maen nhw'n cael cyfleoedd i ddod ag 4 cwrs preswyl i ddatblygu'r Gymraeg. Mi oedd ni wedi bod yn diwtor i ni ar y cyrsiau yna. A maen nhw yn gweithio, da ni'n cael adborth wych gen y bobl ifanc. A diolch i glywed mwy gen Megan rwan. Ond jyst o ran y cynradd, dwi'n ymwybodol bod yna lot yn chi o ran y cynradd yma. Da ni yn cefnogi ysgolion cynradd efo Cymraeg Campus, da ni'n gweithio hefo tîmau'r Gymraeg yn y siroedd i sicrhau bod yna gefnogaeth i chi wrth i chi wynebu'r her yna o drio cyflawni targedau falle sy'n, dych chi ddim yn siŵr iawn sydd wedi gyrraedd. So, please cysylltwch hefo fi, allai roi chi mewn cyswllt hefo swyddogion lleol i gyd. Ond ar hynny, dwi'n mynd i gael fy ngheg a gadael i y person pwysig yma heddiw i ddeud i ddeud.
Iawn, so diolch yn fawr iawn Sian a Nia, diolch am adael fi fod yma heddiw. Megan ydw i, dwi yn mynd i siarad Saesneg yn ymlaen, jyst er mwyn cyrraedd pawb yn hawdd. My name's Megan, I come from Hen Colwyn, Old Colwyn, little village in Colwyn Bay, and I come from a non-Welsh speaking family, so no one in my family speaks Welsh, although I do relate to Headwind. He's like my tied cousin or something like that, so somewhere in the world, Welsh got lost somewhere, gutted, but to come back anyway. I went to ysgoliau Hen Colwyn, so Hen Colwyn primary school, and I do remember my mum reminded me of this not long ago. I did say to her when I was really, really young in primary school, I really want to speak Welsh, and they tried to look for lessons for me, but there was nothing available in the area. So that's something to work on. I then went to Ysgol Eirias, Ysgol Eirias in By Colwyn Bay, and there I studied the medium of English and also learnt Welsh as a second language. I then studied Cymraeg ail iaith, Welsh second language, as an A-level. And I always loved Welsh, but that was it. I was never going to continue with it, really. I didn't know what was available, I didn't know what job I could get. And I didn't really know what I wanted to do. In year 13, everyone's doing their UCAS applications, everyone's going to uni, going to study business, maths, be a doctor, all sorts of things. They know what they want to do, and I had no idea. And the only thing I enjoyed was finance. I studied finance as an A-level, and that's what I wanted to do. And I know I wanted to go to Manchester, somewhere like that, to study at uni. So I made my UCAS application to study finance. I then accepted an unconditional offer to go and study finance at Lancaster University. So I was ready to go there, had my accommodation booked, everything. My absolute last day of year 13, I went to say goodbye to all my teachers. And Mr. David Williams, I went to say goodbye to him, my Welsh teacher, and he said, do you want to come to the Cynhadledd on Monday? It was a year 9 trip, organised by Cymraeg Bodydd. But I was there in year 13, he knew I loved Welsh, and there were 3 spaces left on the minibus. I think he thought he wanted some company, not just year 9 So 3 of us from year 13 went, me and my best friend Amy and Caitlin, went to Cynhadledd 3 days after leaving school forever. And that was just one day. So Cymraeg Bodydd, it was organised by Branwen Harv Williams, who was working for Cymraeg Bodydd at that time. We just had a day of activities, hearing people speak Welsh. I'd never heard people speak Welsh before. I didn't understand that people actually spoke Welsh or lived through the medium of it. And everyone was really, really supportive of me and my friends learning Welsh. And we got to watch the Medal of the Square ceremony. I don't really know what happened that day, but on the minibus home, I said to Amy, my friend, I really want to be a Welsh teacher. And she just went, what are you on about? Don't be silly, Meg. I mean, that didn't go to plan, clearly. I just couldn't stop thinking about it. I don't know what happened that day. It was in Bala, something in the water there. But I just couldn't stop thinking about wanting to be fluent, wanting to be able to meet new people and speak to people in their first language. I wanted to be able to speak Welsh with my Welsh teachers. So it took a few weeks, can't remember how long it took, but I kept on going back into school after I'd left, after my exams and everything, speaking to Welsh teachers, and I decided to go and learn Welsh and get rid of everything, all of the massive opportunities to go to Lancaster and have a career in finance. I took my offer away, I went through clearing, to study Cymraeg as a degree in Prifysgol Bangor. So what happened then? So after that massive day in the Eisteddfod Urdd, I got in touch with the Urdd and started volunteering. So the course that is held 4 times a year in Glanllyn, I got to volunteer on that course in the summer. So that was a great opportunity for me to be able to learn Welsh myself, but also help younger children speak Welsh, learn Welsh as well. So then I went to Prifysgol Bangor, went to live in Welsh halls near the GMJ, didn't understand anyone, hated it, honestly, didn't understand anyone, it was horrible, but stuck at it. Everyone was speaking Welsh, so I had to, basically. I was also studying the second language kind of path in my degree, so I got one-to-one lessons 5 days a week, and that's how I learnt the language. And if you've been to a Welsh university, you know that we go out a lot and socialise a lot, so that is the best way to learn a language, really, is to socialise and just immerse yourself in it. And by the end of the year, I didn't think I was at the time, I probably was fluent, and it did take a few months to be confident to start a conversation in Welsh, but the support of everyone, and especially volunteering with the Urdd, I had to speak Welsh, I had no option to speak English, so that's what I did. So throughout university I had loads of opportunities. I mean, I was an extra enrolled around, wouldn't have got that if I was in Lancaster. But most of all, I did so much with the Urdd, maybe that's why I'm here today, but I volunteered loads. I went to Disneyland Paris, went to Italy, and volunteered with Cymraeg bob dydd a lot, so that really helped me just meet new people, really, and learn Welsh that way. So then in my 3rd year in university, I did my dissertation, of course, on the Urdd. The title was Urdd, y dysgwyr a'r dyfodol, which means the Urdd, learners and the future. It's probably why I've got this job now, is because I did my dissertation on the Urdd and Cymraeg bob dydd. So also in the meantime, whilst I was in 2nd year of uni, as Nia did mention earlier, I went for Medal y Dysgwyr, the Learners Medal in Eisteddfod Urdd, Sir Flint, 2016. Yeah, I won that. But that's a great opportunity again. It just shows what you can do, what you can achieve just by really going for it, believing in yourself, and learning Welsh. Anyone can do it. So yeah, as mentioned, 3rd year I then graduated last July with a degree in Cymraeg from Prifysgol Bangor. And then I went into the big real world and found it really hard to get a job. I was working in Domino's for a while, but we'll just skip over that and just go to the next bit. So I did get my first real job in Cynhadledd, Cymru, Student Finance Wales. Really fitting, because I love finance and I spoke Welsh. So I had to speak Welsh to get that job. So wouldn't have got that job without Cymraeg. So that was great. Well, not a great experience working there, but wouldn't recommend. But yeah, I had all sorts of people on the phone. I was a customer advisor on the phone 24/7, so not the best job. But the point was, I used Welsh every day. I took a Welsh call, I took an English call, Welsh, English kind of thing. You just come through the phone, and then the phone will say Welsh, and then you just have to go bore da, Cynhadledd, Cymru. So that was a great experience in terms of using Cymraeg and a gweithle. So very luckily, Hannah Wright left her job, my dream job that I've been waiting for about 4 years now. So since that day in Eisteddfod Urdd, I said I want that job. And I started October, like last month I started. It feels like absolutely ages ago, it feels like I've been here for years. But I got that job thanks to Hannah leaving, but also probably thanks to my experiences of learning Welsh. Diolch i'r am hynny. So be dwi'n ei bob dydd, mae Sian di sôn amdano fo. Sian's touched on it a little bit, what we do Cymraeg bob dydd, working with high schools who are learning Welsh. But more specific activities, Cymraeg bob dydd. We do various things like the Clwb Cinio, so lunch clubs, but also we do have funding for the schools that are part of the project, so we can pay for people to come in. For example, Ed Holden, Mr Formula, he comes and does workshops. We've got people who can do creative writing workshops, music workshops, all through the medium of Welsh. I didn't have this opportunity in school, so this is why I really love my job. I get to give this opportunity to pupils when I was in their position a few years ago. So they can really get to experience the Welsh culture, like you said, Urdd. If one day can change my whole life, then if I can get this into schools now, hopefully I can change people's minds and perceptions of learning Welsh. So I'll just touch on a quote or two from about the project Cymraeg Bob Dydd from teachers. So the first one here we've got, we've worked well with the Cymraeg Bob Dydd officer. He's easy to work with and is a real inspiration to our pupils, especially our sixth form pupils. He's held oral language sessions, which was a big benefit as it gave them an opportunity to have informal chats outside a normal classroom setting. The pupils have gained so much confidence and high marks in their Welsh language oral examination. Another quote from a teacher, every year we're praised by external examiners for the variety we offer our students. We wouldn't be able to offer half of these without the support of Cymraeg Bob Dydd. So that's just from the teachers, and we do have quotes from pupils. So I've enjoyed the activities and it's given me the opportunity to talk and understand Welsh in a way that I don't back home. And I enjoyed being immersed into more Welsh language, and it's fun to see it wasn't just Welsh teachers who speak Welsh. That was exactly what I thought in school. So that's the point of Cymraeg Bob Dydd, and I think we do a good job of it. So that's basically what I'm doing now, so I hope to develop in my job in the future. I will just leave you with one reason, really. If that's not a good enough reason to learn Welsh, I'll leave you with one reason. So if any of you who are Welsh speakers here who shop in Aldi, you'll know exactly what I mean. So in Aldi, you're in a massive queue, there's 5 tills, and one's open, you've got a massive queue. You hear the tannoy and it goes, Redmond, I've got a till roof in. And you're just there in the queue. You don't speak Welsh, by the way, you don't speak Welsh, and you're just in the queue, you're waiting for the tannoy, and you don't understand it because it's in Welsh. And then it goes, we're now opening till number 1. You get to till number 1, there's 5 Welsh speakers there queued up already. If that's not enough reason to speak Welsh, I don't know what it is. Diolch yn fawr iawn.
Mae hi'n amazing, ynddi? Ar union yr un pryd, at exactly the same time, Sian and I looked at each other when Megan said something, we both went, oh, dwi eisiau crio, I want to cry. It's like, what a great member of staff to have. Rhywun sy'n really teimlo. A mae yna very bach, a little dicky bird has told me that you've even got, am I allowed to tell people, you've got an Urdd tattoo. I'm not going to ask where. A dwi ddim yn mynd i ofyn i chdi ddangos o. Mae wir, ynddi? Ynddi, mae wir. Oh, lovely. Hey, Mr. Iawn ta, ardderchog. Dwi'n gorfod mynd o hyn.